Yes.
Yeah, so as you can see here, I mean, this is drastically different to what caves used to look like. And there's definitely still the old style of caves, but we wanted to make sure that there was much more variety in the sort of caves, the shapes and the sizes you could get. And even here, you can see that there's some water underground.
Yes, so we actually added something we call local water levels. So in one cave you might find like a cave lake, and another cave might not have that one. And this also means that we get naturally generated waterfalls, which is so pretty. And it also kind of gives like new ways to traverse the underground. You can actually go cave rafting.
Yeah, so you'll see in a bit that our player here will actually use a raft.
Mm-hmm.
And that is just such an exciting opportunity to be able to traverse the caves in a very different way than you used to.
Yeah, we were playtesting, and then one of the devs like, look at this, it's so fun, and all of us just started to go with the boat on the waterfall. It was a lot of fun.
So another thing to note here is that you could see that a lot of the oars were actually glowing. This is just for preview purposes. Oars aren't going to glow now. It's just that the caves tend to be quite dark, and we want to make sure that players can see.
Like a huge cavern, and that creates completely different atmospheres, but it's still the same biome. So we're really going to have lots of variation on the ground now.
You've been calling two of the different cave types spaghetti and Swiss cheese? Like,
has even more variation than the overworld itself. It's just crazy.
It's a lot. Yeah, some of the caves, for example, have really cool pillars, and some are more like flat, some are tall. Lots of variation.
Very nice. And you have another new cave biome to show us.
Tides comes into my head. But adding these are pretty difficult. You know, it's a very unique shape that Minecraft isn't really accustomed to, but I think the way that the artist put it into Minecraft works quite well. And of course there's some mechanics surrounding this, so you can see that someone destroyed the block up the top, and so the dripstone fell down. And also, unfortunately for this zombie here, if you fall on these dripstones, you will get hurt.
Poor zombie.
There's another interesting mechanic in the dripstone caves.
Yes, so maybe you saw in the video that from the stalactites you could see that it was like dripping water. So actually, if you put a cauldron under a stalactite, it will fill up with water. So it's renewable water.
And how do you remember which is stalactites and stalagmites?
Well, that's a very good question. It has been very tricky to remember that, but I think I learned. So we actually, it's hold on tight to stalactite. I was going to say the wrong.
And maybe later a mob that comes from it. So if we look at the video, we can actually see that it's basically this growth, and this is called the skulk blocks. And one of the blocks is called the skulk sensor. This is the new redstone block. As you can see, when you place or destroy a block, or if you have footsteps, it'll actually detect them and then emit a redstone signal. So this is going to be very interesting for redstone players. We even have a mechanic around it where you can actually use wool with wool occlusion to essentially prevent signals from get into the skulk sensor. So let's take a look at that now. And as you can see here, I walked next to the skulker, and it's actually kind of doing an infinite loop where the piston is causing a vibration, and then it's activating the skulk sensor and going over and over again. But here, I've actually put a lock in between the piston, which prevents the signal from going to the skulk sensor. This can allow you to even do sort of direction and put wool blocks on each side, and only allow it to detect vibrations in front of it. And vibrations can be so many different things. You know, it can be a snowball, hit.
Wireless redstone, thanks to the skulk sensor.
Yes.
We didn't even plan to add it, but then when we started playtesting, we're like, wait, we got wireless redstone, and that's so exciting. And well, you can just build
that. You're very quiet and watch closely for the warden.
did we just see?
It's a very different mob.
But also really, really terrifying. How did you decide?
We actually worked a lot on how does scariness look in Minecraft? Because we wanted to be very scary and we didn't want to take away from the scariness, but we felt let's add some derpiness to it. So it's like a mix. So for example, we added the mouth. I love the mouth. And some actually reacted like, oh, it sucks, which I think it's more scary, but I think we find like the perfect balance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Amazing. Yes, definitely. Well, we have another segment full of even more cave updates later on in the show. Now let's head over to our Minecraft Live correspondent, Vu Bui. I hear as of something you all voted into the game last year.
Hello, Minecrafters of goats. They're both mischievous and adorable at the same time. As you can see, they live on the mountains, and if you aren't careful, they might knock you off. They also have excellent jumping skills. We'll also get better mountain generation with spectacular and more dramatic mountains with height-dependent generation. That means things like tree lines and mountaintops that will be more challenging with lots of snow. And speaking of snow, Jens, let's see what they have to show.
Oh, bees and moo blooms are friends, just like we are, right, Agnes?
These friendly cows live in the flower forest biome, yellow as sunshine and covered in beautiful flowers. What's not to like about these beautiful bovines?
We are friends, right, Agnes?
Why do we have to record these videos on an actual mountain? They are animated.
The isolager is a new illager that lives on mountain tops. It's a hostile mob that attacks you with clouds of flying ice.
You did pack the supplies we need to survive the night up here, right, Jens? Do you ever wish Minecraft's ocean?
Not me. I always wish for world peace.
Sure you do. Well, wish no more. Meet the glow squid. Wow.
What was I meant to say again? Vote for Minecraft?
Can't talk. Must admire glow.
And Jens, it's really distracting. They're so tiny, and they're so susceptible to distraction. 2017, you voted for the terror that is the Phantom, and I personally have not forgiven. Friends, the goats, what will you, the Minecraft community? So I decided to make my own version. I was inspired by some of the amazing handcrafted things I've seen made by our community over the years. So I decided to make my own versions of our three mob choices. For illustrated purpose, I think I did a pretty great job. Took me 3 months, each. Anyway, all the way from Minecraft Dungeons, we have the Isolager. They make clouds of ice that smash down on whomever they are attacking. It's chill as they look. From Minecraft Earth, we have the adorable Moo Bloom. I hear they may come with a new flower, the Buttercup, and I'm pretty sure they'll be best pals with bees. Also from Minecraft Earth, the Glow's tiny trio will surely attest. They sure are distracting to look at. The first voting poll is now live on the Minecraft Twitter account. Make sure you're logged in, go to the poll right now, and click the mob you want to win. We'll check back in before we start the second and final poll. Now, though, I'd like to welcome to talk about the dungeoniest Minecraft game ever, Minecraft Dungeons. Hello, Laura.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Very excited that
So I'm sorry.
you're for.
I think if I don't...
A lot of the capabilities. So, over the summer, everyone at Mojang Studios was given 2 go see at home. So So I thought that was kind of the perfect inspiration to go make a crop. So you can interact, you can place the seeds, use the crops. See, they're kind of growing. We got a couple of them getting to the flower stage. Got a few now that I can actually go pick. So in this case, like the tree, you can just right click on them. But I think tomatoes taste disgusting, so I thought it was better. So Conan and I had some fun. We were throwing them around. It's harmless, or sort of harmless.
Yeah, totally harmless.
Yeah.
Not in the lava.
It was mostly by accident. But as well, and if they rot for too long, you get a little rotten tomato monster that can spawn from it. So I'm gonna fight him off here. But yeah, he throws rotten tomatoes. They don't fly as far as a regular tomato, but they knock you back a lot more. But kind of based off all this stuff, I think tomatoes maybe aren't the best idea. So I'm gonna get rid of all my plants and never grow them again.
So yeah, I agree with you on this one.
But of course, we also want to add like new things to find, like new resources, and one of them are crystals.
They're so... That is very useful for all the wool.
Ceramic shard. But if you're careful enough, if you take your time and you're deliberate, you can get some of those hidden artifacts. And for example,
Because we often talk about that we want to deepen the mystery in Minecraft. Tell their own. A lot of.
No, I don't think so. Before we tell everyone the winner of the mob vote, let's take a look back at some of the exciting things that we've talked about today. Before we get to our bomb vote, I think there's one more question people are really gonna want to know. When are we gonna get the Cliffs update?
It's a good question. So we plan to release it summer 2021, and this actually is really good. As I mentioned in the beginning of the show, we really want to have a lot of time to work together with the community to like gather feedback, see all the great ideas, because the community always have so many good ideas. So it feels good that we now have a lot of time. So I think Tiny Agnes has been a bit mean this year, so I think you should open it, Neil. You should announce the winner. Mean this year, so I think you should open it, Neil. You should announce the winner. Yes.
can I look first?
You before everyone else.
It's the glow squid!
I guess everyone was mesmerized by the glow squid, not just the tiny ones.
No,
I
wow.
was really not expecting that. That is so awesome.
Yes. Like glow squids will look so cool in the caves. Like
Exactly.
the
They
atmosphere.
set this up
Yes.
so well.
Like it will be. Imagine it's just all dark in the caves, and then you see the glow squids swimming around. It will be
Good with the axolotls.
The axolotls are predators, so I'm not
Oh,
sure.
the
We'll
axolotls
see.
might actually attack the glow
Yeah,
Oh no.
we'll see. We'll see. I'll talk to them.
Think about it.
Yes.
We have committed to a lot of things. All of you, from all of us at Mojang Studios, thank you so much. Bye.